FCT Minister Wike's property saga. U.S. Embassy issues stern warning of visa ban for corrupt Nigerian politicians. The United States mission in Nigeria has warned that corrupt individuals in the country may be denied U.S. visas. In a post on its X account on Monday, the mission stated, "Fighting corruption knows no borders or limits on accountability. Even when high-profile individuals engage in corruption, they can be barred from receiving U.S. visas." The warning comes amid allegations of corruption, money laundering, property laundering, and illicit property acquisition involving the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Wike. The warning comes amidst allegations of corruption, money laundering, property laundering, and illicit property acquisition involving the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Wike. It is well with him. Earlier on Monday, Sahara Reporters report that human rights activist and publisher of Sahara Reporters Omoyele Sowore had petitioned the Attorney General of Florida, Honorable James Othmere, seeking the forfeiture and prosecution of Wike over illicit property acquisition in the U.S. In the petition dated September 22, 2025 and signed by his lawyer, Deji Adeyanju Esquire, Sowore accused Wike of secretly purchasing multi-million-dollar real estate in Florida using suspicious cash transactions designed to conceal the source of funds. According to the petition, Wike, a former Rivers State governor, alongside his wife, Justice Eberechi Suzette Wike of Nigeria's Court of Appeal, purchased 3 luxury lakeside properties in Winter Springs, Seminole County, Florida, valued at over $6 million. The petition listed the properties as 113 Spring Creek Lane, Winter Springs, FL 320708, which is 500 square feet residence purchased in cash for $535,000 and transferred to Jordan Wike, 25, 209 Heatherwood Court, Winter Springs, FL 320708, which is a 3,401 square feet home acquired for $459,157 in cash and transferred to Joaquin Wike, 23 years old, and 208 Heatherwood Court, Winter Springs, FL 32708, which is 3,901 square feet home bought for $465,000 in cash and transferred to Jasmine Wike, 20. Sowore's lawyer said the purchases were executed through quit-claim deeds between July 2021 and September 2023 and transferred directly to Wike's children. They argued that the cash-only acquisition bypassed banking oversight and raised serious money laundering concerns. The petition alleges that Wike failed to declare these foreign assets to Nigeria's Code of Conduct Bureau, CCB, as required under the Constitution. It further noted that his legitimate income as a public servant since 1999 could not sustain such multi-million-dollar acquisition. Adeyanju argued that the transaction violated Florida state law and U.S. federal anti-money laundering statutes, specifically citing the Florida Money Laundering Act, Chapter 896, the 101 FLAW Stat, the Florida Contraband Forfeiture Act, and federal laws under 18 U.S.C. 1956 and 1957. He also referenced the U.S. Department of Justice Kleptocracy Assets Recovery Initiative, which targets assets linked to corrupt officials. Wow. Beyond Florida, Sowore alleged that Wike, in his capacity as FCT Minister, has been involved in large-scale land grabs in Abuja, allocating over 3,800 hectares valued at $6.45 billion to his children through shell companies and proxies. In his petition, Sowore urged the Florida Attorney General to investigate the sources of funds used in the acquisition, commence forfeiture proceedings against the identified properties in Seminole County, institute criminal prosecution against all parties involved in the transactions, and impose visa bans and sanctions on Wike to prevent further abuse of U.S. territory. No be small thing. Adeyanju said his client was ready to provide additional documents, testimonies, and collaborate with U.S.-based counsel to support the petition. Sowore concluded that failure to act would amount to the U.S. providing a sanctuary for corruption proceeds. The petition was also copied to the U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi and the U.S. Ambassador to Nigeria, Richard M. Mills Jr. Attached to the letter were reports published by People's Gazette along with quit claim deeds showing how Wike and his wife, Iberechi, a justice of the Court of Appeal, transferred their Florida properties into the names of their children between 2021 and 2023. Wike don't really buy market. No be small thing. Chukwuta Ovita says Wike may have called James Ibori to know what foreign prison feels like in case. Morga says, "Anything say Shewore na Fubara." Godfrey says, "Very good. Wike go explain tire." Akefola says, now I understand why Christians they warn against alcohol. Small ogogoro wey guy man drink now, see the trouble he puts guy man now. Drunkards are liable to get into avoidable troubles. Yes, definitely. I know that drunkards always get into trouble because they will say things that they are not meant to say. As Ubebi says, we don't hear Wike voice since 2 days ago. We never hear, talk. True. I'm telling you, he has not said anything. Bala Alkali says, if it is Fubara, Wike for don't do press conference, we reach 10 times. It is well. If you see Okpa says, Abeg Shewore remove hand from his ear side, Oya put the hand on top his neck. That's right. Oya press and wewe, press the neck. Hey, wahala. Emblo says, try at least specific humble this Wike small, Abio. Comedy Nako says, Shewore no be today person. The day I see him picture with Abiola, I surprised. It's Abiaruta, yes now, it's Abiankpa. Surveyor Daniel says, what about senior man? Hopefully, Zodima is also included. Hey, Gao Smith says, Wike thought Shewore was Fubara. That's Nyashwe been the shake. So Wike then they refer to, excuse me. Samuel King says they play, he will bribe Shewore. Let's see how that works now. But just says, I'm sure Wike will be thinking of how to see Omo Elisha one-on-one and asking him to save his life from embarrassment now. Hey, Uche says, I love you because it is not a Nigerian judge that will determine the case. Fire day in Yash, fire really day in Yash. Jim says, God is watching from a distance. Chuko Machetachi says, like play, pennies on the mature small. Hey, Ari says, as they sweet us, they pain them, the battle line has just been drawn. I just they laugh for Swahili, no be only you. It is really. Max says, Wike, you don't go inside. Where you dey? Come see Shewore na. Abio. My listeners, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.